Reportedly was a news operation that covered breaking news primarily on social and distributed platforms. For many, it was the first place to go to verify developing stories. But in August, its parent company, First Look Media, pulled funding and shut down the site. The reportedly team was small and spread out across the globe, which meant they relied on many digital and social tools. Before they said goodbye, the staff compiled a list of some of the tools that were most useful. We take a look at 6 of their favorites. Tools like TweetDeck and Hootsuite helped them monitor Twitter feeds around the world. It allowed the team to search for specific phrases like explosion and breaking to track down eyewitness accounts. A pro tip, search "I'm a journalist" to find sources on the ground who other journalists have reached out to.
As things began to percolate on different lists, we'd just take the list and drag it over into our frame of view and focus on it for a while. And so it became the most natural dashboard for us to monitor what was going on Twitter as well as to engage the public.
Banjo, Advanced Twitter Search, and SamDesk helped the team find local reports and reactions to big events. These tools rely on geotagging to surface content like tweets or Instagram photos. Searching for exact coordinates of a location pulled from Google Maps is the most precise method.
Most of the leads that we got for breaking stories we got as tips from our users, and then we would turn to tools like Banjo to flesh out what was going on, to add some context. And so you could see us in our Slack channel, one of us would say, okay, I'm going to go on Banjo, why don't you go on Sam, why don't you do Advanced Twitter Search? And it may seem redundant, but the results were always different. For whatever reason, whether it was their algorithms or just the way Twitter's API works, we'd always see something a little different in each, and so it allowed us to sometimes get a better sense of the magnitude of a story and also occasionally triangulate the information going on there.
Trends24 is a tool that helps to identify whether a hashtag is really trending worldwide. Just because something is appearing frequently in your timeline doesn't mean it's showing up everywhere. Trends24 gives users a global view of trending topics. Once the reportedly team discovered photos from a breaking news scene, they always verified their authenticity. Seeing where else a photo appears helps flesh out old photos being geotagged as new. Reportedly suggests using Google Image Search and TinEye.
As part of our checklist, whenever we're looking at footage, one of the very first things we would do is do the reverse image search, because you would be shocked how much stuff out there is not from the time and place. It's not fake footage per se, it's just it's the wrong context. And more often than not, the person sharing it has no clue whatsoever that it's wrong.
Google Earth can recognize landmarks and footage to help identify a photo or video's specific location. Reportedly also use Google Earth to create a virtual tour of locations in Nepal ravaged by an earthquake.
I basically put together Google Earth tour doing a guide of the UNESCO World Heritage Sites around Kathmandu, and then use current footage from AP and Getty to show what happened to them. And so I basically created this fly-through that showed you first, where does Nepal fit in the grand scheme of Asia and all that, zooming into Kathmandu and then zooming from one temple to another and giving people a guided tour that way.
The reportedly team took a lot of screenshots during their reporting, and Quickshot helped to keep those screenshots organized. It may sound simple, but when they were taking screenshots of documents and tweets, Quickshot kept the files organized instead of leaving them scattered across the desktop. You can find the full list of tools and tips from the reportedly staff along with this video. For the Futures Lab, this is Katie Gurnick.